Hi guys, it's Eunice. I'm here preparing for my herbal knowledge video. Just going over some notes and so forth, so that I can make sure I give you all this information and so forth that is on this paper. Um, a lot of people ask me, how do I choose the subject I'm talking about? Usually it is due to, someone contacting me, someone asking a question, and then I feel like I have to address it, and then I just go ahead and make that Thursday video on that subject and so far, because I don't want to just give that one person the information. I want to give everybody that information that is interested in this herb, that actually, is considered taking it and so forth, may not even know they need it, and may find out from this video that this is the kind of herb that they're looking for and everything. So that's why I do it. So let's go ahead and jump right into the video, and we're going to be talking about red root. Hi guys, this is Eunice, and welcome to Show Urban Medicine, and welcome to Show Urban Knowledge. I'm so excited to be here today, as usually on a Wednesday or Thursday. Today is Thursday. To give you some herbal knowledge. Some of this information you can use. If you can't use it, you pass it on to somebody else that can. It's always a delight for me to discuss herbal medicine as a herbalist, and so far, to get the word out and everything. And of course, there's a lot of people that do believe in herbal medicine. They have been on traditional medicine, and they would like to wean themselves off from a lot of the hard medicines and so forth, things like that. And they seek herbalists such as myself, and other herbalists to try out some natural herbs and things like that. So what I usually do is I come on here and I give you some information, for you. And now this information is just basic bullet points for the herbal medicine and so far. But you're gonna do some research. Have her talking out here. We're getting our yard mode again today, and it seems like the people just having a great conversation out there. Wow. Do your job, please. And move on. Interrupted my video. But anyway, okay. Today we're going to be talking about red root and everything, and we're going to talk about how important this medicine, this herbal medicine is, and so forth. And the good thing about this herbal medicine is that it does help a lot of serious issues, as well as just some common issues and so forth. Anyway, we want to, a lot of the people that are taking hard traditional medicine, they want to wean themselves off of that. They also are looking for a natural medicine, which is a herbal medicine and so forth. And I'm always delighted to give that information out, because it does help people and so forth. I do get a lot of emails, thanking me for the information and all that. And, we do also have a website that has information with, herbal medicine on it, and have information about herbal medicine also that you can check out. So anyway, so let's get to it. Okay, red root is herb, and it has been used for centuries and centuries. The root part of the red root is what they use for medicine and so forth. And there are several ways that you can actually use red root and so forth. You can use red root as a herbal capsule. You can use red root as a herbal tea. Tonic as well. You can use red root as a tonic. Red root is actually a bitterant and so forth. So usually people that does use red root as a liquid form mainly use it as a tonic and so forth, instead of drinking as a tea. If you drink it as a tea, or you prefer to drink it as a tea, you might want to add a little bit of honey in there and so forth. I'm just gonna let them finish that. We'll put that in. add a little bit of honey in there and so forth, and all that. I'm sorry about the lawnmower. It usually happens every time I do a video, and I need to always, for some reason, do it this time of day. Okay. I'm just reading over the notes while he finishes that up. Okay. Red root aids and the lymphatic, and also it gives spleen support. And of course, you guys know what the spleen is, and so far. And one of the most common issues that we all can have and can relate to is the immune system. Our immune system, a lot of us have issues with that and so forth. And as long as you have something to kind of like build your immune system up and so forth to keep your immune system strong, that means less cold, less germs, less virus and bacteria and all that stuff that can also help get into our system and cause some serious issues. Okay, we do have the respiratory problem and so forth. That means that, for breathing, like COPD, other issues with breathing, coughing, and all that. Red root is good for that and so forth. And I have had a few clients that have really good success with red root as far as breathing is concerned, congestion is concerned, and things like that. It also is is astringent and so forth, which again helps break up that congestion and things like that and get that stuff out so that you can breathe better in the stream. It also has blood circulation, which is a good thing as well. It also has reproductive health and all that. So it is a good herb to have around the house, and it seems like most of the issues are more common issues, and then some of them are not severe issues, but they could turn into severe issues, like our immune system could get really bad and could become serious. Our lymphatic and spleen issue is definitely a serious issue in my opinion, and all that. The digestive system is another thing that we all do have in common, and this is from poor food, bad food, however you want to put it, and so forth, just not eating right, and other things going on with our digestive system, which we all can relate to, and so forth. But most of us in America, 90%, I'm going to say, has a poor digestive system, and red root does aid the digestive system, along with circulation and so forth. Poor circulation is not just for the elders, and so forth, as people may think. Young people do have poor circulation as well for whatever reason and things like that. Red root does help and so forth with that as well, poor circulation and a reproductive health and so forth. You definitely want to seek a herbs or healthcare provider if you are pregnant and going through reproductive issues and things like that. You want to, talk to the doctor and so forth about that, because a lot of herbs is not recommended for reproductive issues and so forth. It's not recommended. So I am certainly glad to be able to help bring Red Root out and go ahead and put this information out for those who need it and so far. And I do highly recommend it as a good herb that does what it says. A lot of people that's using red root, I've heard a lot of great success with that. Even some of my own clients and so forth had a lot of great success with red root and so forth. It is a bitterant, and can be used in several different formulations. You can use you can use it as a tea, you can use it as a tonic, or you can use an herbal capsule and so forth. Most people that I do know that are using red root are using either the capsule or the tonic, and so far. That's the two ways that they're using the red root. And yeah, it's a bitterant, so it's a good one. If you do decide to ever use it or try it as a tea, you may want to put like a little honey in there to kind of like curb the bitterant. And same thing about your tonic and so far, you may want to put a drop or two honey in that to curb the bitterant and all that. So yeah, this is a really good herb to have around. As I always say, age recommendation is I would recommend 12 and up and so far to take this herb and so far. And before you use this herb or any herb, seek a herbalist or healthcare provider, because if you are on some traditional medicine and so far, the herbalist can look it up to make sure that you don't have any bad interactions with your traditional medicine and the herbal medicine and things like that. Do some research yourself. Know about what you're taking. Know about what you're getting into when you do herbal medicine. These are natural medicine and so forth, natural grown from the root, God blessed medicine and so forth. And some of those are pretty strong and so forth. So you do need to know about them, and you also need to know, which one to actually use for whatever symptoms that you may have. So all of that information and stuff comes into play when you are seeking to use herbal medicine and you don't have knowledge, or if you do have some knowledge, just confirm your knowledge with a herbalist or healthcare provider and so forth, so you do not go astray on getting the best health care, because your health care is your number one priority. I've said this many times, and so far, it is your number one priority, because if you are not healthy yourself, then you can't help your loved ones and others, people that you want to help and everything. And we all want to live a wellness life. That is one of the most important things. Now, we do have a website that do give you more information and herbal medicine and so forth. If there's any questions on anything that I say or have on that website, please do contact me and so forth, and I would try to help you as much as I can, or as best as I can, and so forth, because I do want you to live a wellness life. I want everyone to live a wellness life and so far and everything. And, the healthcare nowadays is just not there as it used to be for everyone and so far. But, again, our health. Our healthcare, our is our number one priority. So if you are not seeking a doctor, then you need to, if you feel like you have to, or you seek a herbalist if you also want to wean yourself. If you've been on herbal, traditional medicine for a long period of time and you want to wean yourself from it because it's not really helping you, you definitely need to seek a herbalist or a healthcare provider on that note and so forth. And thank you for joining me again today and allowing me to give you this information about red root. It is definitely one of those great herbs and so forth. And I did give you the bullet points and then went back in and gave it to you so that you don't miss that and so forth. And as I always say, before you begin a herbal regimen, seek a herbal healthcare provider and do some research yourself. And I'll see you on the next video on, I don't know what herb we're going to talk about. We'll get to it then when I come back. All right, bye.